Good morning! I'm very cheery this morning for someone who slept through her nail appointment when her nails look like this. Good morning everyone, I hope we're all doing really well. In fact, how are you today? Take a second to go down and leave a comment, whether you're watching this in the evening or the morning. What have you done today? How have you felt? How's your day been? Are your camera angles a little bit better than mine? Are you looking a little bit better than me? I have hit that ugly winter era and I'm very much over it. I want to feel pretty again and I want to feel tanned again and I want to have long lovely flowing hair down to my bum crack. As I said, I have already missed a nail appointment this morning. I'm hopefully going to get that rebooked in for tomorrow, but I do have my hair being refitted. If you guys didn't know, I have tape extensions in my hair and half of them are gone, if you couldn't tell, and the hairline is not coping with it. I've also squeezed a spot on my forehead and I've not been keeping up to date with my eyelash serum. There's a lot that needs to be worked on. This morning I used the Garnier Summer Body in Deep Sun Kissed Glow and I mixed some of the Isle of Paradise tanning drops into it to hopefully like darken that up a little bit. I've never really thought to do this before. I've only ever used these on my face. These do break me out on my face, but this typically doesn't tend to break me out on my face. My skin, that's a whole different conversation. I'm gonna try and really work on my skin the next 24 hours. I think it's the changing season thing. Like, can you see? I mean, a lot of it is just like marking that's left over, but I've been having a lot of breakouts around here. If I, not to get graphic, if I kiss someone, it makes my skin bad. I'll be paying for the facial bills. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to the hairdressers and when I go, they usually take like the before and afters. They're amazing. The people who refit my hair are Vixen and Blush. I get my actual colour and cut and everything at Samantha Kuzik. I have only ever gone there since I've moved to London and I love them. Everyone in there is so nice and they do an incredible job. Obviously, that's the most important thing. But they take a lot of photos and videos and I have made the mistake. Back in my crazy drinking 5 nights a week era, I would go in there hungover as a sack of shit and then have it all over the Instagram the next day, and it's not great for the old self-esteem. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of glam. I do really natural soft glam because, you know, turning up to the hairdressers with a full face of makeup also isn't the wisest idea. I need to go and dampen my beauty blender. I'll be right back. I missed chatting to yous already. This is your sign to not be lazy. Get up and dampen the damn beauty blender. Sometimes I'm just too lazy or like I'm in too much of a rush and I don't, and I swear it just goes on so horrible. The focus of today's video is going to be to try and show you all the ways at home that you can do a glow up, and I'm not talking like lotion on your feet. I mean eyebrow dye, tanning, maybe even pluck my eyebrows, how I get my eyelashes longer, like actual glow up fun things, as well as I guess you're going to be getting 2 makeup tutorials in one. Does anyone else like their under eye circles? I've never really covered them before because I kind of like them. I feel like they add a bit of depth to my face, otherwise I do just look a little bit like a moonhead. Also, can we get a round of applause in the place for the fact that I have literally just woken up, and though I be puffy, I do not be as puffy as I used to be. I said in my recent video that I've been like drinking more water, and I genuinely think as well, if I'm happier, I hold less water. My body feels slimmer, my face feels normal again. I mean, I don't know, I might be editing this back like girl, but I think I'm potentially cracking a code with this one. I'm obsessed with the word heinous at the moment. It's a new favourite word in my vocabulary and I want it tattooed potentially. Well, no, I don't want it tattooed. Mummy, don't worry. I just think it's so funny. You know, I was contemplating for a while getting the word bouncy. No, I wasn't contemplating it. I wasn't. It's the wrong word. But I thought if I was gonna ever get a tattoo, I'd get the word bouncy on the bottom of my foot. And I think that speaks volumes as to why I should never have a tattoo. I'm literally taking whatever's left on this eyeshadow brush and just sort of swirling it around. I kind of like to look a little bit unwell when I'm doing natural makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like the darker eyes. I think just because my face naturally really doesn't have the most pigment to it. You know, girls who've just naturally got darkness around their eyes. I think it's a pale thing as well. I wish I could be like that. Brows, I literally feather the tiniest little bit of eyebrow pencil and brush it out with a spoolie. Get a little bit of eyebrow gel in those. I go over with whatever's left on bronzer brush. A little bit of blush. Keep this on on the center of my face though this time, which I know I usually do. I'm so annoyed I missed my fucking nail appointment. I was so excited for it as well. These are really getting me down. I don't really know what sort of color shape I want to go for next time as well. I would love to ask for your guys' advice, but by the time this video is up, I unfortunately will already have them done. I can't decide if I want to put a tiny little bit of mascara on them. I think I might, just to blacken them up a little bit. Maybelline Lift Gloss, just to add the tiniest bit of color. So easy. One for the girls on the go, one for the girls who oversleep their alarms like me. I just got dressed in something a little more presentable. I've got this new top from Zara and I feel like you guys are gonna go crazy for this. Neckline on this, I mean, it's being a little bit scrambled by my necklaces. Let's see if I can sort that out. Do you see that? It's kind of like a asymmetric neckline. I think it's so cool. And I'm pretty sure they'll do it in other colors as well. It's a really like soft, buttery, thin, kind of seamless material. I am going to be getting it in every single color. These necklaces are all from Indigo Loon. You guys know how I feel about that brand. My favorite ever. Like basically all my bracelets are from there as well. And then the cargos that I wear every single day from Urban. I need to find a new cargo. Not because I don't love these, but just because I feel like we're all getting pretty bored. Super quickly before we carry on with the video, I want to talk about, I've got all these mysterious bruises all over my body and I cannot figure out for the life of me where they're from. I want to talk about today's sponsor. I feel like you guys can guess already. Casetify! You guys know I love Casetify and I'm long overdue a phone case change. I tried to stick some stickers on this, but I don't think the stickers wanted to stick. Along with the new me comes a new phone case. Casetify is like the only phone case brand I have used for the last few years, known for their incredibly protective phone cases. And Casetify actually have the biggest Black Friday sale on at the moment. I always talk about how they make an incredible gift. We've got so many customized ones. Under All This Chaos is actually my name, which is really sad. I'm gonna have to work on getting this off because I really like this case. I feel like a real YouTuber. Come on, come on, come on. They've got this really unique speckled design along them, and that's actually because they're made out of recycled phone cases. How cool is that? I love the sustainability of Casetify. I think it's something everyone is trying to be more conscious of. First case I've got is this super fun one. This case reminds me of Byron and I miss him so much. I'm loving seeing all of their Australia vlogs, but I am so excited for them to come home. I've then got this black and white one. It's just a really cool zebra print. And then this one, which I know you guys are gonna love. I feel like this is a really popular one on the Casetify website. It's just this gorgeous sunset case. So many of the cases are name customizable, which, you know, referring back to the gifting thing, is amazing. A great present for a dad. I know we all struggle with the men in our lives when it comes to gifting. Phone case with their name on it, dad, or like a nickname. They do really like masculine leather one, although phone case can be masculine. I also picked up this strap to show you. I feel like parents would love this stuff, or grandparents, or say a student if you're working. So you literally put it around your neck, you have a phone dangling, you can like wrap it around your wrist if you're, you know, a working man or woman. They've got phone charms, laptop cases, laptop covers, AirPod covers, so many different things. They're all drop test approved. The impact case, which is this one, is 8.2 foot drop proof. You're spending so much money on your phone, it's worth investing in a good phone case too. I genuinely, hand on heart, have never ever had a phone smash using a Casetify case. Bible. Who remembers when the Kardashians used to go Bible? Let's bring that back. I think I am gonna put this case on. That's so Kim of me, my Kim era. Oh, just space unlocked it. I'll have all the relevant information on the screen here, as well as down below as to where you can shop Casetify and make sure you're quick. That sale isn't gonna last forever. Thank you so much to Casetify for sponsoring this video. And I've got my socks inside out and I need to go. Lovely, like fresh hair feeling when it smells all nice, looks all good. It's also so nice that I'm gonna have my hair already done for dinner. I'm feeling so festive at the moment, guys. I think it's because I'm getting out and about like a lot more than I did last year, but I'm feeling so Christmassy. I'm so excited for December to come around and some other things to come around, which I need to stop recording so I'm going to share too much. Why is the exposure so low? Guys, I'm under tremendous stress. I just had the biggest nightmare getting home. All the tubes are a little bit scrambled. I went to get on one tube and that was just not running, and then I went to get on another one that got held in a tunnel for 30 minutes. I ran into Boots on the way home and picked up some bits, some like essentials and some new bits. I thought I'd just run you through quickly. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be of any interest, but I'll do it super quick fire, don't worry. I got some cotton pads, the big ones, take off my makeup because I use this makeup remover. I always buy this anytime I'm in Boots because I know I get through it. It's the Micellar Cleansing Oil Infused. If you wear waterproof mascara like me, I do every single day, this is basically the only thing that I found that gets it off, especially the Maybelline Lash Sensational. That stuff is like glue. Wait till we hear how much this shop came to as well. I was astounded. How much does a girl gotta pay to look good? I got some gel. At least I'm pretty sure this is gel. I don't own any gel to my name, and I used to think that girls did their slip back hair with hairspray. Wrong I was. Every time I'd use hairspray, like everything would just pop out. My friend Jim was a hairdresser and he has used gel on me before and it's really good. And I want to start doing slick hair more. I really don't have the best hairline in the world, but fuck that. I got a nice little sheet mask. I was gonna say I'll do this before I do my makeup, but I feel like that's a bit of a waste of a sheet mask. Maybe I'll do it when I get in tonight. I got a volumizing spray mousse. Oh, damp hair. Okay, my hands are literally shaking. I'm so like flustered. I thought this was a hairspray. Should have known, but I always see girls on TikTok using mousse, so okay, that look. Maybe I'll end up loving it. I got some heartburn medication. Hot girls get severe heartburn at all times of the day. I got 2 NYX eyebrow pencils, one in brunette and one in ash brown. I couldn't really remember what shade I used. I usually buy the Benefit one, but I just get through them so quickly and they always snap on me, and that one is so expensive. I do love it, don't get me wrong, but I thought I'd try these out again. I used to use these when I was younger. I got a Maybelline gloss. I love these glosses. I used one this morning. A couple of NYX liners. I always buy nude liners because I just have them in every single bag. They're really handy to have. I kind of want to do a red lip tonight though, guys. Do I? That means any smooching is off the cards. I know my mum is really giggling watching me talk about this. My mum is so graphic. She'll be like, did you snog him? Emma, there are some things that are best kept private, but yeah, I did. I also picked up some lashes. I never wear lashes. I probably won't put these on tonight. I don't know, who knows? If I've got a little bit of time, I could play. But I got some 3/4 length ones, sort of wispy ones, and then these more intense ones. Ugh, that nail is not cutting the vibe. All of this was 100 quid. 100 pounds? Are you taking the piss? I'll put fucking toothpaste in my hair next time. Do you know what I mean? I was a little bit taken aback. Why do men have a radar in their brain as soon as you're moving on from them? That's a different conversation. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly blitz through the shower or a bath. How long do I have? I need to be out of here by 8:30. I've got 2.5 hours. Oh, I'm being so fucking dramatic, aren't I? I'm really doing the most when I do not have the time to be doing the most. I've put a face mask on, just the L'Oreal Pure Clay black one, the Ilia dye brow kit. And as you would imagine, I'm dyeing my eyebrows and attempting to not absolutely butcher my face whilst doing so. Apparently using my viewfinder as a mirror is the best technique for that. I've used this so many times though, I feel like it's pretty fail-safe. It doesn't dye my skin when I usually do it. But you know what? Today's a day we're not going to take any risks. Clean her up ever so slightly. I feel like I've really overplucked this eyebrow, guys. I use growth serum on them now, so they've always been a little bit out of control, but it's reached a whole new level. They've started growing up into my hairline. Like, girl, is that really necessary? Who up there decided that was a slay? Big slay. I'm gonna get through the bath, sort this situation out, and I'll give you a quick transition. I think you guys have seen enough montages of me in water. Okay, love you. Oh no, I set a candle up and everything so I could be really like Zoella, but you can't even see it. There's a candle there. Just imagine. Close your eyes. Don't close your eyes, actually. Time for the makeup. I've already done my foundation off camera. I scrubbed the living daylights out of my skin in the bath, so my skin's still pretty red under the foundation, but I'm hoping by the time I'm finished that will have subsided. I also use my Charlotte Tilbury Cryo mask that I talk about all the time. You guys know I love it. It just sort of helps to depuff my fat little face back down. I've asked you guys over on my Instagram for a ton of questions relating to boys, dating, just fun things we can talk about, or like if there's any stories you want me to share, because I could write a book. Anyone wants to give me a book deal on it? Bloody hell, I'll have it over to you in 5 working days. Someone said, what's the worst date you've been on? I'm using my new eyebrow pencil as well, by the way. I feel quite lucky in that I've never been on one where I've left and I've been like, that was god awful, or like had to leave early. If they do start to go bad, just start lying. I spoke about this before. Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. I'm not talking like sociopathic lies. More so just like a little white lie, like your job, or actually I can't really lie about my job. Just stupid little lies, and then you leave and it's funny and they also have no idea who you are. If that isn't proof that you should never listen to anything I ever say, I don't know what is. I've had dates where like I haven't felt the vibe really, but I don't know, I'm a polite person. I'd hope everyone is a polite person. It's calling me. I'm so sorry, I just had to go and take that call really quickly, and I did my eyebrows whilst doing it because the 5th time on a time crunch. I've had a boy fall asleep on a date. I've told this story before. I was at his house. I was about to say it's not as bad as it sounds. I don't know why I make up excuses for people. I've had a boy like tell his childhood traumas to me. I felt bad for him, but it's kind of a time and a place sometimes. Why do boys never message when away from each other / or give blunt responses? If a boy you're talking to is being blunt with you or seems like he doesn't care, I hate to say it, but he probably doesn't care. Oldest saying in the book, but if they wanted to, they would. A boy should literally be trying to sweep you off your feet. Don't settle for anything less. I have. We all have. We've all stuck around for a boy who only texts you at like 2 AM. Oh, never again. It's so shit, and it makes you feel like shit, and it makes you think that that's what you're worth, or that's how boys communicate. It's not. And one day you will find someone who will prove that to you, but in the meantime, just as much as you might think you can't be without them, or they're the only one, they're not. Their mum probably still does their washing. What is your type? I don't think I really have a type. Terrible, awful men seems to be my past. Looks wise, it used to be like floppy brown hair, like long hair, and really tall. That's one thing I like. I like someone who's really tall, although I did have a bit of like a stint of short kings for a while. There's nothing wrong with being a short king. I just want to say too, this is so completely a light-hearted conversation. I don't really mean anything I'm saying. I'm not taking this seriously. I'm just having a giggle. I'm not trying to make anyone insecure or make anyone think anything, or make anyone think they should be thinking anything. No one has to take my advice or listen to what I say. I'm literally just having a laugh, like I'm sat around getting ready with my friends. I love a really tall boy, but it's not that hard to be taller than me. But if you can be 6 foot or above, extra brownie points. I like a big sort of height ratio, which is funny because one thing I really don't like about myself is my height, which people always say to me. I'm going off on a tangent now. People always say, oh, like, pick me. Am I not allowed to not like something? Like, if I could be a few inches taller, I'd take it. That's why I wear heels, like, all the time. It's not like a insecurity, but it's something I would love to change, but obviously I can't. Really don't know how this is going to be looking because I'm doing my makeup in a completely different light to what I usually do. Do you like being single? If you are, I've also had so many questions. Here we go. I've had so many questions being like, are you back with your ex? I'm not. Being completely honest, we did, God, well, I fucking hope he's not watching this. We did like try and give it another go. Didn't work. I'm not back with my ex-boyfriend. I never will be. It's something I really want to forget, and I'm glad that we could have this mature conversation and put it to rest. Please. No more. Best place for a casual date. A lot of my friends will, I feel like I need some concealer. I'm looking So bad. Why did I should have done this on a day I really didn't need to look good. A lot of my friends will just go to a pub or like a bar, a local spot, you know. If you already know them and you just, social environments make you nervous, just watch a film at the other person's house or at your house or something. I do think it is nice to go out and like go outside, because it sort of removes that pressure of like, if it's not going too well or you feel uncomfortable, you can just kind of leave. It's easier to get out of, because you know, how are you going to tell someone you're going home when you're sat on your own sofa? Or let them decide. If it's a boy, in my old age, my ripe old age of 21, I do kind of now really enjoy when a boy takes initiative, says, hey babe, we're gonna go here, or I'll take you here, or let me decide. Yes, please decide. Tell me what to wear and I'm there. Along those lines, someone said, do I like a more laid back day or like a really serious proper dinner day? I do like I like being taken somewhere nice. I mean, who doesn't? It is really enjoyable, but you can be taken somewhere, I need to take these clips out now. You can be taken somewhere really nice and then the person have a personality of a piece of bread. It's really not a definitive factor for me. It's more so the attitude of like, I'll figure it out. That's what matters to me. And I think that's what should matter to everyone. Similarly, don't be afraid to take some initiative. If you've got a spot you want to go to, or a recommendation, or you want to ask a boy out, or you want to take them somewhere, do it. It's 2022. I need to fact check that one. I think mentally I'm still in 2021. First heartbreak you've had and how you got through it. Honey, I am literally just coming out of the other end of it. I have been in 3 relationships in my life and every single one differed. Something I believe so much and I feel like is worse is getting over someone is relatively okay. I can do that, but getting over what someone has done to you or the way they've made you feel about yourself is fucking hard. And I take my hat off and like applaud everyone or anyone who's ever had to go through that, sort of like the learning to love yourself and building yourself back up, like fixing a heart that you didn't break. It's so hard and it doesn't make you weak. It doesn't mean that you don't love yourself. When you love someone else and they, you know, sort of take that for vulnerability and essentially fucking dog you, of course you're gonna be upset and it's gonna, unfortunately, a lot of the time, like kind of change the way you see yourself, and it's horrible. It really is horrible. All you can do is accept that it's gonna take time. I spent so much time with my friends. One of my friends, I actually like vlogged the night that he came over. Bless him. I don't think he has any idea. Like, I always tell him, but I honestly don't think I'll ever be able to put into words how grateful I am. One of my closest friends, Josh, came to stay with me for a good few nights, and just so I wasn't alone, and I spent so much time around my friends. I was super lucky. It was at a time where a lot of my friends were down from Manchester, so I could sort of see them all and be around them. My friends sent me flowers, like everyone was just so lovely, and I genuinely, I kid you not, I was okay within a few days, and I thought it was going to be like months in the working. I still have times where like I feel like I'll slip back into that like comparative mindset. I think, yeah, I was looking at other girls and just thinking that I look like shit, basically, and it's horrible and it feels like really embarrassing to admit that, but it's not embarrassing. We unfortunately all go through it as much as we don't deserve to. I grew to love myself again, and I did it by being with myself, journaling a lot, being around people who actually make me feel really beautiful for the person I am. I can honestly say now, like, I've never loved myself more. When you're in a bad relationship or with a bad person, not a bad person, sorry, like someone who's just not right for you, it makes you loathe yourself. Like, I fucking loathed myself because I was believing I was a really bad person when I wasn't. I also just want to say I'm not talking in specifics here. I don't want to get like myself in or anyone else into trouble. This is just about experiences I've had. I'm super young. Well, anyone I've ever dated has been super young. I'm not expecting all of us to have our shit together. People fuck up, they make mistakes. I'm sure I've made mistakes too. Actually, I've never made a mistake because I'm a perfect angel. I can never do that. I'm an Aquarius, February Aquarius. It's rough and I'm sorry but it makes you stronger. It really does. I've always said to my friends, if they're going through a breakup, like, you will get superpowers after this. And it's so true, you really do. You have this like resistance in yourself that you never had before. He liked me but ghosted for 2 weeks. I don't think he does. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You deserve someone who's not just gonna fucking ignore you. If they're ignoring you, they don't like you. There's probably an ulterior motive. They couldn't achieve that, so they've come back to you. It's shit, but sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. Oh, someone said it's watching... Sorry. Any family are watching this. I think this is an interesting topic. Someone said it's watching adult material cheating. It's personal boundaries, in my opinion. Like everything in relationships, I think it's really damaging for me to sit here and go, no, you're a freak if you don't like your boyfriend watching that stuff, because it's down to you. I hope that you're both mature enough to have a conversation about it if it is something that's making you uncomfortable. But at the same time, I also think it's something to understand that just a lot of people do. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean they're thinking anything. Like, you are most likely in the clear, but once again, your feelings are so important and the most important valid thing in your relationship. And if your boyfriend kicks up a hissy fit because he wants to watch it, even though it's upsetting you, that is really lame, in my opinion. Someone said, how do I stop sleeping with my ex? Block him. Block him on everything. Blocking is not petty. It doesn't mean the other person's won. It doesn't mean even that you care about someone. It's just that you respect your peace enough, or you don't fucking trust yourself. We've all been there, okay? I have too. I did it too, and I can tell you firsthand, it was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. If you're still friendly with them, literally just say to them, hey, I don't really trust myself, or when I'm drunk, I'm gonna do this. So it doesn't mean I hate you, I'm just gonna block you for a bit. What you want to do and your feelings come first, and of course you're not going to want to block him, but trust me, sometimes it's the only thing that does it. I've got some people blocked on everything. Email. I've got a secret meme account. Yeah, I just put that one out there. Literally blocked off my secret meme account. They don't even know the handle. But it's just so I know, like, there's no part 5 of this, you know? They can never come back, and that's me. That's me deciding that. It's great. I've never felt so peaceful in my life. I stay in bed, drink sleep tea, and do tarot cards. What are your red flags in a boy? Oh, any boy. I'm laughing, but I'm actually not joking. Any male. Being rude, thinking it's like really funny. There's a difference between banter and then just being rude. Like someone expecting me to conform to like their timetable all the time, even though I'm most likely unemployed. Someone who is too like wishy-washy with like a date or a time. I had recently like someone just fucking waste my time. Like I was talking to them for like a couple months, never even met them. It would be like, hey, let's do something this day. It would come to the day, not a word from them. Like, this happened a few times. Just fucking boring. Someone who doesn't put like maximum effort in the beginning. If they're treating you badly to begin with, like imagine how bad it's gonna be if you get in a relationship with them. Someone who uses their Instagram as like a literal wank bank and just follows like a million girls they don't know, like 10 new ones a day. I've had a few of those. Like it doesn't, you know? Someone said to me, are you ready for another relationship? This is a really interesting question, and I have a lot of thoughts on this. I think a lot of people, once they come out of relationships or you've been treated really badly, everyone thinks you should be so closed off, fuck every boy, which don't get me wrong, it's easy to do that, like you're protecting yourself and there's nothing wrong with not going near boys. But I truly believe through years of therapy that I am so worthy of love, and I know I have so much love to give, and I know I'm a good person and I can love my life as my life and have my independence whilst enjoying being with someone else. I have never and like will never go out and like actively seek it. I will never put pressure on a situationship or like a circumstance with another person because I want a boyfriend. I've never done that. I've never not got into a relationship with someone that I haven't been in love with. was about to say how sweet, but how traumatizing. I know that the way I've been treated in the past is not a reflection of me or the person I am, and I will not let someone treating me really badly stop me from, like, receiving the love I deserve. And I think we should all think that. Why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? I so believe it so much. And one of my best friends, Jodie, we speak about this all the time. We've both had just bad things happen to us. Everyone has. I'm not like trying to play a victim card here, but we still know in ourselves that it's just not us and it's them, and people can be so rubbish, and we've both really picked ourselves up, and I think really good things are happening for us. Need to get a grip. I'm gonna cry and line my lips using a Kylie Cosmetics Christmas Dashing Matte Liquid Lipstick and pencil. Struggling to line my lips so much. This looks so bad. Like, I've done such a bad job. I popped a tiny bit of balm over this, over the top as well. It was a little too matte. I hate my makeup. Anyway, off the tripod, and you're coming into my dressing room, which has been so deliciously clean because I'm currently, I keep nearly giving something away. It's been so deliciously clean, but I had a little bit of a dress up party last night and it's looking a little worse for wear. Do you know what, guys? The red lip's growing on me. I'm glad we made this decision together. The place I'm going is somewhere pretty fancy schmancy, so I need a gown. I'm really scared I got it on my teeth now. Whilst I was having my dress up party last night, I came across a very delicious combo, which I think is gonna be perfect. The room that no one ever sees, hey. I actually did a tour of this on my Snapchat recently, and you guys seem to enjoy it, which if you don't have me on Snapchat, it's flossie.clegg. I post on there sometimes. It's more, it's like a little private story for me. It's a lot of fun. This is the dress. It's this beautiful silk slip dress, and I've already worn this before when I was staying at the Ned. It's vintage. I picked it up in Shoreditch Market. They got loads of dresses like these if you want one. I like the way it's quite shapeless actually. I think it's very pretty. I'm gonna pop that on now. So beautiful, just so classy. I never really usually wear things like this shapeless. I've also put in some Zara hoops which I've had for ages, but it kind of matches the like ivory creaminess of the dress. My hair basically all dropped out. My hair just never holds, which is so annoying. This is the staple. Woo! Look at me! I look like I'm going to the Brits. Brits, if you want to invite me back next year, please do. I'll get a stylist this time. I'll wear something better. I'm going to take you through some little final touches. I'm going to put you onto something. This is really me sharing, like, well, it's not really a secret. A lot of people have it. But the Baccarat Rouge perfume. If you don't know, oh my god, this is the most incredible perfume in the world. The way it lingers on your skin, the smell is so distinctive. I feel like if you do wear Baccarat, when you smell someone else with it, it's like, oh. Oh yeah. It is an expensive perfume, but I know they do a dupe at Zara, so if you want to get your hands on that. But it's just the quality of this is incredible. I recently treated myself to the big bottle. It goes on my lipstick as well. I also spray it in my hair because that way when you give someone a hug, they smell it on you. I spray it on my coat a bit. I sort of do that more than spraying it directly on my skin. I never spray it on my wrists either. Who's grabbing those and sipping those? I've never done it. I've never had it happen. Okay, I really need to go now. I hope this video wasn't too rushed. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you're going on a date, let me know how it went, or let me know where you're going or who it's with. I love you all so much. Don't forget to check out Casetify as well. Got my cute new little phone case on. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all very soon. Oh, I also painted my toenails, but I decided, seeing as there's a Wiki Feet page, which recently came on my radar, recently came on my radar that was a thing, so that's something I don't really want to do. I also had a man come up to me the other day in Sainsbury's and go, I can see your belly button. Like, what do you even respond to that? Okay, my camera's flashing now. Everything is telling me to go. I love you. Bye. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and you can subscribe as well. I look kind of unwell. Okay, I love you. Bye. Just practicing, sorry.